Hello, this is Aron Times.
At your
Welcome back to
service.
Sword Coast Legends. We are currently in the City of Luskan.
At once.
Our goal here is to go through the remains of the
Right
Burning
away.
Dawn Guild House and to check in with Elidia's and Larathar's contact, the guy Soronil
How may I
Noonshadow,
serve? Of course.
who I've nicknamed Eyeshadow. Was it Noonshadow or Moonshadow? Hold on, I need to check up on that. The contact. Okay, it is Noonshadow, not Moonshadow. Because we already have a moon girl here, so we need a noon, N-O-O-N person to counter her. Okay, let's report in with Birkins. Welcome back. I trust your journey wasn't too unpleasant. Such a lovely day here in Luskan. I am so glad I had a pass to get through those gates. You had a pass the whole time? I had one pass and it wasn't cheap. Giving it to you would have meant I couldn't get in. You'll be happy to know I was able to get my cart inside as well, so feel free to check out my wares. I'll even give you my special discount. Welcome back. Did you take care of those deliveries yet? We delivered your poison. So you found out what you were delivering, eh? Did you open one of the packages? We met an odd man in the sewers, told us to tell you that you're being watched now. Sounds like Break and Darth weren't happy with my client's plans. A shame, since they both seem to want the same thing here. Oh well, message received. I'm sure my client will respond in kind. I don't think I ever found out who was hiring Birkins. See, from what I understand, you completed the job. I'm sure the amount we discussed earlier is acceptable despite the complications. So the Persuader, I think we deserve more for the trouble. I suppose that's fair. After all, I didn't specify all the dangers you might face. Wouldn't want to lose such loyal customers. I like you, Birkins. Here, a bit extra for your trouble. And feel free to browse my wares. Now that I've gotten my card inside, I can finally set up shop. Alright. Quest complete. Special delivery.
By your leave.
Let me see. Okay, we're pretty far from leveling up.
How may I serve?
Oh, Birkins has another quest for us. Well now, if it isn't my favorite adventurers, I've got just a job for you fine folks. What is it? I've heard word of a very powerful artifact that currently resides in dangerous hands. I have a client desperate to see the item returned to a more responsible party. What is this item? The pirate known as One-Legged Larry recently found a new peg leg during an overseas raid. This leg isn't actually a leg at all, but a powerful weapon in the right hands. I'd like to make sure it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Fine, we'll do it. Excellent. You should find Larry lingering near the cutlass. He's always looking for coin for another drink. Okay, we were headed there anyway, so that's nice. Oh, and don't mention any of this to him. We don't want him to realize the power he holds. Just get it away from him by any means necessary.
Yes.
Alright, Birkins, we were headed there anyway, so we'll grab the artifact for you. Okay, what's this? Blacksmith.
Of course.
Residence.
I can
Peasant.
do that. As you wish.
Okay, let's check our quests. Completed. Okay, that's completed. So actually, oh, what's this? The Trader's Fate. The Luskan. Oh, okay, that was a conversation Catnip overheard while she was shopping at Birkins' shop. That was what these two peasants were talking about. Okay, not dead yet. Few supply sticky samples. Relona the Alchemist. Mercs. Okay, we need to go to San Rabiel in Luskan. Okay.
Right away.
Sticky samples. Where is the alchemist? Sherm's herbs. Book cache. Residence. Blacksmith. Curio shop. Oh yeah, that's right. Let's see. Residence. Where is it? Relona's potions. Okay, we're gonna pass through here to the book cache. Let's drop off that thing first. Where is that? This one. His son Rabil. If I remember correctly, the mercenary's son liked to read. Or either had a job at the book cache. Arena, scroll merchant. Okay. Welcome to the book cache. Can I help you with something? I came across all sorts of books. Would you be interested in buying them? I come across... Okay. Okay. Alright, so if we get any arcane books, we can sell it to her. What is this place? I have always been a lover of ancient books. One day my wife came to me and said, Arena, if you don't get rid of some of these books, I'm leaving you. So I moved my collection to this space and she left me anyway. In case you didn't notice, she is a woman as well. I figured there must be others in Luskan that love books as much as I do, so I opened my collection to the public. Strangely, I don't receive many visitors. What do you have for sale? She sells scrolls. Scroll of Meteor Swarm. What's this? DC 18. Ah, okay. I don't think Hamet can even cast that. Mordenkin Sword, rank 2. There are actually a lot of spells that none of the classes can learn, that you can only cast through scrolls. And you can't craft these scrolls, so once you cast them, they're lost forever. Okay, I'm gonna come back here later if I need some stuff.
How may I serve?
Boots. Oh wow. Lightning damage dealt. Take all. Okay, Olivia is the... Wait. She actually doesn't do any lightning damage. Cloth, okay. We'll give it to Hamet. Cooldown reduction, yeah, that's what I meant. He only has this cooldown, where is that? Grave digging boots, cooldown reduction. 8% is not enough, but if I can slot him with all cooldown reductions of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I can get him 9 cooldown reduction items, even if it's just the weakest cooldown reduction of 8%, that'll give him like 72% cooldown reduction, which is really huge. It's enough for him to spam his spells in combat. So unless I go all in, it's not worth it. Alright, moving on.
Right away. Of course. I can do that.
Yes.
Should I activate search?
Yeah.
Maybe, maybe not. Eli.
Yeah.
I come here all the time, but I've never seen the 12th volume of Creatures of the Underdark. I wonder who has it.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, I don't know what that is about. Rabil. I love the scent of old scrolls, don't you? Yes, they smell of wisdom. My thoughts exactly. I'm Rabil. It's always nice to meet a fellow scholar. Rabil? Your father wouldn't happen to be a sellsword, would he? That's a pleasant way to put it. More pleasant than he deserves. He's a merc paid for blood in gold and nothing more. Rabil. Your father was killed by a halfling. Your father died at my feet. Oh yeah, he did get killed by a halfling, a Bellamy. Rabil, there is no easy way to say this. Your father is dead. He died as he lived then. He asked that you have this. Show him the statue. Ah, treasure, that's all he cared about. That old man was less a father to me than these scrolls here. I will take it, and I'll spend the gold helping people instead of hurting them. I could never be what he wanted me to be. Wise choice, Rabil. Use the coin for good.
Yes?
Yeah, rest in pepperoni,
As
Dad.
you wish.
Need some? Sure.
Search mode. I doubt we'll find anything here, but you know, you never know.
Sounds like a plan.
Nothing.
Alright. If you say so.
Nothing?
Yeah.
Alright, let's head back outside.
By your leave.
Wait, there was like one guy there. Oh, it was just a peasant. Okay, Contest for the Kingdom series. I've been waiting forever for the 6th book. I'm starting to doubt that Gregorio Mardith will ever finish it. That's a George R.R. Martin reference, a Game of Thrones reference. Or if you want to be technical about it, A Song of Ice and Fire.
Right away.
Okay, residence.
Of
That's
course.
just a random
I
house.
can do that. As you wish.
Pollock, vanity items merchant. My cousin told me the caravan travelers killed a bunch of guards and tried to rob them.
At once. Right away.
That reminds me of the Wheel of Time novels by Robert Jordan. Near the end of the book, and actually everywhere in the book, you'd read about other characters learning what happened on the other side of the world. And the stories are usually distorted by the time they reach those characters. Sometimes the people there don't believe what happened. Basically, if something outrageous happens and it really happened, usually what happens is that when the story reaches the far ends of the world, the story doesn't change much, but people don't believe it because they think it's bullshit. That none of the characters could actually be capable of doing that. What's this? Relona's potions. Alright, let's check in with her.
Right away.
Hello. I'm a busy woman. Tell me what you need so I can continue my work. I've got a delivery for you from your apprentice. Well, he's hired adventurers to do his work for him. It figures. That boy is completely useless. I suppose he expected me to pay you for the job. Regardless, I suppose some compensation is in order. Take this and don't ask for more. Not for such a simple undertaking. If you want to make real coin, I've got a more dangerous task well suited to those with skills such as yours. What did you have in mind? Not long ago, a particularly powerful black pudding took up residence outside of the city, in the cave that takes in the runoff from the sewers. Rumor has it that it's something those cultists have gone into or cooked up, and the guards are ill-equipped to deal with it. This is the cave that Bosun asked us to come to, and then he gave us that fake key, and when we stepped out of the cave, some guards ambushed us, and we killed them all. Looks like I'm going back there. It'd be a shame if they went in unprepared, and an even greater shame if they let such a creature go to waste by simply killing it, if you understand what I'm saying. I want a sample from that black pudding. Just douse it with this potion, ideally from a distance, and then bring me back a specimen. No problem. Alright, we got a quest. There's a passed out peasant there.
At once.
Another peasant. Here's the quest, One-Legged Larry. Ah, my mouth is parched, and I haven't a coin to my name to remedy the situation. Can you spare some gold, stranger? Sure, if you sell us your peg leg. What? How would I get around? No, I don't think I can do that. And how about a drink instead? If you think you're getting this leg from me, you're gonna need a whole lot more than one drink. My poison is a little brew called Waterdavian Fire Ale. Why run into the cutlass? This is missing a nut. Why not run into the cutlass and pick some up for me? See you around. Okay, so he likes alcohol from Waterdeep.
Do that. How may I serve? As you wish.
Okay.
At once.
Oh, Shivani. Hello.
Welcome to the Cutlers. I ain't seen your faces round here before. To be frank, oh, you could use a wash. We have bathtubs for rent, should you need one.
We're looking for a friend of ours.
Surprised how often we hear that around here. Or maybe you wouldn't.
My name is Elidia. I believe one of your patrons is expecting us.
Elidia, yes. Well, you must be talking about the elf. He was here until a few hours ago, when some Gilded Eye members, backed by
they
a
got
few
here
of
first.
Luskan's finest, came looking for him. He slipped out, of course. We're pretty adept at getting people in and out of here discreetly. But the whole ordeal has been a hassle for me and my business. When they didn't find who they were looking for, they started poking around. They either chased off my bartender or took him prisoner. I'm not sure which.
Do you know where our contact went?
No, but he injured one of his pursuers. The knights left their wounded companion behind and we put him in a room. It seems, however, that I may have lost track of him after that. So if anyone wanted to ask what happened to him, I couldn't say.
Alright, time for some enhanced interrogation.
Appreciate the discretion.
Don't mention it. The Gilded Eye and their cronies are not favourites of mine nowadays.
We'll go upstairs and speak with the injured
Good.
knight.
And please do bring that elf back. He lent this place much needed mystique. That injured man is just upstairs. If you speak to him, do mind the curtain.
Okay, just don't get any blood or gore on the curtains. Got it.
Of course, I can do that.
Alright, let's talk to the bartender. With Leorel gone, she finally put me at the bar. I'm not cut out for this. What happened to Leorel? Those Gilded Eye brutes took him, said he was smuggling in wine past the blockade. Ah, such liars. And now tending bar has fallen to me. I can't handle the pressure. Just sell me a drink. Okay, I'll try. Water Davian Fire Ale, okay. You know what? I'm gonna buy him 5 bottles of it. Put an end to his liver.
As you wish. At once. Right away.
Adric Iron Cross.
Of course.
Lodas. Go bother someone else, okay. You look like someone who appreciates a good deal. Who are you? The name's Adric Ironcross, and I'm blessed, okay? You see, I have a talent for procuring special items. Special items? I'll be the judge of that. Okay, thickened pendant, Jester's... Oh, wow. 10% chance on hit to blind, 4% chance on hit to frighten. Wow, that's pretty good. +2 bow. It's actually not bad. Okay, should I get that or? Yeah, that's actually a good upgrade. I'm not here for the damage. I'm here for the crowd control. Okay, let's see what you have. Let's buy this Jester's bow. And no, we can't afford this. All right. Okay, that looks okay. And Sylvan Bow increases healing performed by 20%. Yeah, you're not really a damage dealer, so yeah, I'll just
By your means.
hang on to that.
As you wish. At once.
What's this? Armor. Silver gemstone. Okay, vendor trash.
Come here. Sounds like a plan. Sure, if you say so. Yeah. Sounds
Okay,
like
let's
a
see who's
plan.
here. There's a
All right.
peasant here, and he or she is blue, so that means something's up. A dwarf left his door wide open before he passed out. Examine the dwarf. The noisy cutlass patrons haven't roused the dwarf. He is in a very deep sleep. Why not? I'm a kleptomaniac anyway. Pickpocket the sleeping dwarf. You take the dwarf's belongings. Poor guy. Item added. Hastily scrawled note. What is that? Dearest, best of luck in Luskan. This is the last of our savings, so please be careful with it. With love always, Aisha. Ah, that is sad.
What is it you require?
Return the dwarf's belongings, yeah. He returned the dwarf's belongings to his pocket. Ah, poor guy.
Of course.
Let's check here. Shoes of Finelke.
I can do that yourself.
Vendor loot. That's pretty sad.
Right away. Of course.
Yeah, I'm a
I can do
dick.
that. As you
Actually, no, Catnip can't be a dick because she doesn't have one.
wish. How may I serve?
Anyway, time for some enhanced interrogation. Wounded guard.
I didn't expect him to be so quick.
You don't look like a knight.
Me? A bloody knight? That's rich. I'm sure me squire will be back with me horse any minute now, and it's off to the castle with me. No, pal. I'm ship Aron. Got me tattoo and everything. Look, we were simply hired to do a job, we were. Here to hunt down some elf that must have pissed in the wrong bucket.
And why were you working with the Gilded Eye?
Just following orders. No idea who hired us. But I'm sure they paid well, no doubt. Now, please, do us a favour and give me a bit of healing, yeah?
Why would I do that?
Because you look like the sort who might heal a man on his deathbed.
Help me find the elf and we'll tend your wounds.
We were warned that if he evaded us, he had a few safe houses nearby. If you heal me, I'll show you where they are.
Lydia, can you do anything for him?
Indeed. Say her name, Lady of Dreams. Hear my prayer.
Thank you for that. I wasn't sure what was going to happen to me.
Yeah. Now, pay up.
Right. This city map shows 4 locations where your elf might have gone. Please, take it. I don't want anything else to do with this whole thing. Now, we're even, right?
Yes, and not a word of this to anyone.
Not a word. But be wary if you're dealing with that elf. There's something unsettling about him. Timora's luck to you.
Yeah, the fact that he uses eyeshadow. Alright, we have a lead. Where is that? The contact. With no other leads to follow, you must search the safe houses to find Lydia's contact, Sorinil, before the Gilded Eye does.
What is it?
Ah, well.
I can do that.
Let's head back out. Wait, what is this here?
Right away.
Side quest. Janstein. I'm telling you, she's been poisoned. We need to find her true love. I know, right? Love is the most potent cure, and a suitor will relieve her aching heart. No, Kevkas, that's not what I said at all. By the Seldarine, am I happy to see someone that isn't completely crazy. I could use your help. Seldarine? You don't have pointy ears. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, the Seldarine, that's the name of the Elven Pantheon. Pretty much only elves worship the Seldarine. What's going on here? A friend has fallen asleep and refuses to wake no matter what we do. I study alchemy. I'm fairly certain she's been poisoned and has fallen into a coma. It is her broken heart that poisons her. Okay, here's the concerned friend, and here's the creepy stalker guy that probably drugged her. No, please, stop. Listen, if you want to help, we need to expel the poison. If you find some charcoal, I can create a mixture to neutralize the poison. I'd get it myself, but I want to make sure her condition remains stable. Charcoal? Really? Indeed, those are the only components I need to create a simple antitoxin. Where can I find charcoal? There's a few fires burning inside the cutlass. You don't have to look far. Kefkas, what do you think? I was thinking a serenade. Please don't listen to this man. Just find some charcoal, please. I'll find some charcoal as soon as possible. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Alright.
As you wish. At once.
Oh, there's a Kalantha from Ship Brethner. I'm going to talk to her later. I don't know what she has.
Of course.
Alright.
I can do
Waitress. No one lifted a finger when the oral was taken.
that.
Shameless.
As you wish.
No. This reduction is all wrong. Are you having trouble? This recipe lacks magic, you know? Magic? Something special. Maybe, yes, a rare wine to create a unique flavor. There's only one that comes to mind. Unfortunately, we used our last bottle many years past, and the wine hasn't been produced in centuries. That is unfortunate. What is so special about this wine? Jasmine Shadow, they called it. Crafted centuries ago by a moon elf vintner of singular talent, it was produced in limited batches and reserved for the most spectacular of galas. There is a rumor of an ancient keep where the fermentation process took place. One case of Jasmine Shadow remains, according to legend, stored in the cellar of that keep. Why can't you get this wine yourself? I would, but the kitchen here is so demanding, I don't ever take a day off. What do you know about the history of this keep? Only that it was once used to ferment the rare Jasmine Shadow wine. Do you know where the keep is? I know where the rumors say it is. Let me mark the location on your map. Let me mark it on your map. That's like one of the catchphrases back in Arcanum. That was an old game made by, is it Troika? Yeah, Troika. One of the few games they made before they went out of business. You might just find the last case of Jasmarim in all of Faerun. If you do find the wine, bring it to me here and I'll give you my favorite rolling pin. Rolling pin? I used it to flatten dough. It was a prize, you see. My famous Billhorn cherry bread took first prize in the baking competition. Its value is mostly sentimental, but you'll be shocked at how well it rolls dough. Okay, I'm gonna ask him 100 gold up front for supplies. Okay, I certainly hope the wine is still there. Best of luck on your journey, friends. I do hope you find that wine.
At your service.
Well, that was nice.
Right away.
Oh, okay, what's this?
What can I do for you?
Search boar head. The rest of the boar was probably used for a delicious dinner. Yep, probably. Charcoal, smelly charcoal. Charcoal picked up from the Cutlass kitchen. Smells like they were cooking fish.
How may I
I
serve?
actually cooked fish yesterday.
I can do that.
Fried
As you wish,
tilapia
at once.
with rice.
Right away.
Okay, let me see. Yeah, let's head
I
back
can do
here.
that. As you wish. At once.
Janstein. You got the charcoal. Great, let's just wait. This doesn't seem right. What's wrong? Change your mind on the charcoal thing? No, this just smells fishy. Yeah, literally. I don't trust him either. After all, to relinquish this fair maiden's heart takes... No, I mean the charcoal smells like fish and it's damp. Our special today is fish soup. That explains it. The soup must have spilled over the charcoal at some point. Sorry, could you get some charcoal not from the kitchen? I'd appreciate it.
Yes. Right.
Alright, where can we get charcoal? Oh, there it is.
We could use this.
But first, let's loot this. Charcoal. Charcoal picked up from the fire and the upstairs of the
I
Cutlass.
can do
Alright.
that. What is it you require?
Waitress. Okay, that's what she said earlier. Janstein. Alright. You got the charcoal. Great. Let's try. Alright, let's try this out. That should do it. It's not working. Enough. It will just take a few moments. The power of love has no need for time. Thank you, strangers. I'll update you when their condition changes. You've been very helpful. Please take this for your troubles. Okay.
At your service. Of course. How may I serve?
Mary, Kevkas, Janstein. Hi there. She's still in stable condition, so it hasn't changed. I'll let you know. Obviously, it wouldn't change instantly.
As you wish. At once. Right away.
Alright,
Of course.
let's talk again to Shivani.
Welcome back. Is there anything I can help you with?
I guess not. No, goodbye.
I can do that.
Alright, let's talk to this lady here. Do you need something? I'm off duty, but I can spare a few minutes for conversation. If you buy me a drink, of course. Who are you? Give 5 gold. Name's Kalantha. Family's from Waterdeep, but we didn't exactly get along. Luskan's more my place, anyway. Actually, no. Pace is actually... pace makes as much sense as the word place. Because the pace of Luskan might be more to her liking, or the place might be more to her liking. Okay, so I joined up with Ship Rethnor. I've traveled a bit, but ship life is a bit more work than I care for, so now I serve with the night watch at the docks. What can you tell me about this place? This place? You mean Luskan or the Cutlass? Either way, it's pretty much what you'd expect. A bunch of folks governed by one rule. Mind your own business. Remember that and you'll be fine. Do you think I could get a job at Ship Rethnor? Perhaps, but I'm not going to vouch for you. You seem a bit too adventurous to get caught up in that sort of work. Thanks, I don't have any more questions. You know where to find me if you do.
As you wish.
Alright, I think we've exhausted everything here. So I'm just gonna give this guy his alcohol, retrieve the artifact, and give it to Birkins and call it a day. Peasant intoxicated. Alright, one-legged Larry. Ah, my mouth is parched, and I haven't a coin to my name to remedy the situation. Can you spare some gold, stranger? Sorry, you don't have any coin. How about a drink instead? That would do just fine. I only drink water, deviant fire ale. Can I need that? I happen to have some right here. Give beer. Mighty kind of you. This stuff hits the spot. Would you like another? Well, my ma always said to rely on the kindness of strangers. You drink well. Want another? Oh, I'll never turn down a drink. In that case, have some more. Whoa, that's some strong stuff. And some more. You are the best. See you around. That wasn't enough? What?
I can do that. As you
Holy
wish.
shit!
By your leave.
You're fucking drunk.
Once. Right
I
away.
need to buy some more. Do I have to buy out the whole stock?
As you wish. At once.
That's 5 bottles of ale there. Just sell me a drink. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, well, we're helping him spiral down into the oblivion of alcoholism just to get his peg leg and get paid by Birkins. Okay, your mouth is blah blah blah. Sorry, we don't have any coin. How about a drink instead? That would do just fine, but only drink water, David, fire ale, blah blah blah. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh shit.
Right away. Of course.
Okay, so we have to really
As you wish. At
we
once.
have to give him a lot of alcohol. Just sell me a drink. Okay. He said 10 drinks already.
Right
Alright, old man. We're back here to murder your liver. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 bottles. Oh. The man passes out in his seat. Steel peg leg.
As you wish. At your service. At once. Right away.
Holy crap.
I can do that. As you wish.
Well, as long as we
At
get
once.
paid, you know.
Right away. Of course.
Let's head back to
I can
Birkins.
do that. As you wish. At once.
Have you gotten the item? Here. Yes, here it is. Wonderful. Well done. To be honest, the leg is unimportant. I was testing your willingness to do a task with vague details and no promise of reward. And you did it! Not to mention you said a blow to a member of the ships. Oh yes, we're going to be the best of friends. Larry works for the ships? Oh, don't worry. The ships might control most of Luskan with an iron fist, but they won't know you were involved. Why do I not get the option to tell her that I like her? Birkins, I'm beginning to dislike it. Yeah, I should be going. Alright, enjoy your new whacking stick. Item added, one-handed Larry's peg leg. What is that? It's not even magical. Oh! It's just a non-magical club. And it's not even a finesse weapon, so we can't even use it. Okay. Well played, Birkins. Alright, that's all for now. I'm gonna call it a day. This has been Aron Time, staying Sword Coast Legends. Goodbye.